Language isn't just about words, it's about how you use them. Cesar will show you what word power is all about with videos on everything from yelling to spelling.
Cesar here to take you beyond words in the next 4 videos. And I just want you to know that you're in good hands because I am the smartest. I am the most talented. I am the champion VJ of the world! Okay, that sounds really lame when I say it, but when a real champ like Muhammad Ali said stuff like that, it was true. This boxer could send you down for the count with 1 punch, but he could also knock you out with just a few words. Can words be as powerful as a punch? Watch the video and see why Muhammad Ali was called the greatest.
The greatest.
Muhammad Ali was one of the funniest, flashiest, and most flamboyant figures of his time.
I am the greatest.
And he was a pretty awesome boxer, too. Just ask him.
I'm young, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat.
Ali had a lot to brag about. He started boxing at the age of 12. He won an Olympic gold medal for it at 18, and right after that, he turned pro. As if that weren't enough to grab everyone's attention, he kept people laughing with his clever rhymes and snappy comebacks.
Now Lee lands on the right. What a beautiful swing, and the punch lifts Frazier clean out of the ring.
It was all fun and games until Ali stepped inside the ring, where his lightning-fast fists and feet did all the talking. In 1964, at age 22, he already had a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. But he'd have to face this man, the huge, powerful Sonny Liston. No one thought Ali had a chance, except for Ali, of course.
If you like to lose your money, be a fool and bet on Sonny.
Ali joked and teased all the way to the big fight.
I saw Sonny Liston a few days ago, Jack.
Ain't he ugly?
He even predicted how many rounds it would take to beat Liston.
I predicted he will go in 8 to prove that I am great. And if he want to go to heaven, I'll get him himself. He'll be in the worst of 6 if I cut it to 6. And if he keeps talking jive, I'll cut it to 5. Goes another one. Sonny wobble. Has him hurt.
Ali beat Liston in 6 rounds, and a boxing legend was born. Over the next 15 years, Ali went on to win an incredible 36 fights, including 2 more World Heavyweight Championships.
Ding.
In one of the most famous, a fight in Central Africa known as the Rumble in the Jungle, Ali took the title from George Foreman.
Here we go, Ali quickly across the line.
Of course, Ali had a poem ready for the occasion.
Now
George Foreman
disappears from view. The crowd is getting frantic, but our radar stations have picked him up. He's somewhere over the Atlantic.
By now, Ali was the most famous athlete in the world. From the United States to Asia to Africa, he was loved and respected for his charm, his wit, and of course, his amazing skill as a boxer. Ali retired from boxing in 1981, but he returned to the world stage in 1996 to open the Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia. Millions of fans watched with pride as Ali lit the Olympic torch. Though the years had changed him, the world would always think of him as the greatest.
Finally, I've made it to the last word in the dictionary. Zyzyva. Z-Y-Z-Z-Y-V-A. Z-Y-Z-Z-Y... All right, let's face it. I haven't heard of a lot of these words, and I'll never be able to spell them, but spelling weird words without one of these is what it takes to become a national spelling champion, as you'll see in our next video. What do you have to give up to be the best of the best? What else does it take to be a champion? In the meantime, I better go back to the beginning. Aardvark. A-A-R-D-V-A-R-K. Aardvark.
Under a spell.
Almost 10 million American kids are obsessed
C-E-A-L
with spelling,
apocopy,
big words,
A-P
hard words,
lycanthrope,
crazy words.
Hypsometer.
And they all compete in spelling bees across the country for a chance to be letter perfect. In the tiny town of Perryton, Texas, super speller Angela Arenovar is counting the days until she can spell with the best of the bee.
I've been waiting for it forever.
Angela's trying to win a regional spelling bee, going up against 30 of the best spellers in her part of the country.
Crocodilian.
C-R-O-C-O-D-I-L-I-A-N.
We have a chance.
Now she'll advance to the Super Bowl of Spelling, the national finals in Washington, D.C. For Angela, it's a dream come true.
I was crying after the spelling bee. I've never cried, like, for being happy.
Crocodilian tears, of course. Angela's way with words is pretty remarkable. Her Mexican-born parents speak only Spanish, so Angela taught herself to spell by studying hard and using a few tricks.
I kind of made this little crossword puzzle.
Those tricks will come in handy when she goes up against the top spellers in the country in the National Spelling Bee. 249 kids, all younger than 16, are gathered in Washington, D.C. for 2 days of fierce competition. Just how big is this bee? It started with only 9 spellers in 1925. This guy was the winner. And today it's shown live on the ESPN channel, just like a sporting event. So the pressure is on.
I'm a little nervous right now, but I think that's natural. I think every speller is.
Acropodian, Aristic.
So nervous that a few kids cave in during round 1.
Chateaubriand.
But Angela makes it through 2 rounds.
Queedle.
Queedle. W-H-E-E-D-L-E.
Everyone catches their breath before round 3. The best spellers are still in the game, and the words get more difficult. Angela's up at the plate again, but this time they throw her a curve.
Helioplankton.
Helioplankton. Helioplankton.
She strikes out on a tough word.
I thought it was right. I did.
Angela finishes tied for 105th place. But a little helioplankton isn't going to dampen this speller's spirits.
I already feel like a champion, just getting here. I mean, I think that's enough.
Now that's how you spell winner.
Check it out. I'm learning American Sign Language. This is how you spell my name. C-E-S-A-R. Cool, huh? What's even more cool is the group in our next video who sing in sign language. Sound unusual? Are you wondering how people adapt and change to meet their own needs? Well, you've got to see S-E-E and hear H-E-A-R, how they do it.
It's a good sign.
Speaking Hands has performed all over the country and the world for audiences as big as the Super Bowl. What makes them so special is that they use American Sign Language to get their music out to both hearing and deaf audiences. In sign language, you use your hands to communicate rather than your voice. For example, this is David.
I'll spell my name for you. D-A-V-I-D, David.
Learning sign language is like learning other languages. First, everyone starts out by learning how to sign letters of the alphabet.
Good. E.
Then they learn movements that express whole thoughts.
You would say, hi, how are you in English? And in sign language, you would say,
Claudette, the leader of the group, says that all kinds of audiences, both hearing and deaf, love Speaking Hands because everybody can enjoy the music. People who can hear, listen, and people who can't hear, experience it through signs. The members of Speaking Hands are between 8 and 18 and have to keep up good grades if they want to perform. Some can hear and some, like Uloma, are deaf, but everybody can keep the beat. The group spends every weekend rehearsing and giving workshops to other people who want to learn sign language. And then there are the performances. For these kids, Speaking Hands is more than just a way to learn a language. It's a way of sharing music with everyone.
When I was a kid, I used to make up code words so my little brother wouldn't know what I was talking about. That was fun. But secret codes can also mean the difference between life and death when you're fighting a war. If you don't want the enemy to know your plans, you've got to communicate in a code no one can crack. In this next video, you'll see how a group of Navajo men totally stumped the enemy with an uncrackable code they created during World War II. What's most important when trying to win a war? Being smart or being powerful? I'll let you watch this story, but don't tell your little brother.
War of Words.
The Indians of the Navajo Nation have a unique language. For generations, it was never written down, had no real alphabet, and was spoken only on the Navajo lands of the southwestern United States. In fact, it's so special that at one time it was America's top secret weapon. In 1941, the United States was fighting Japan in World War II, halfway around the world. To win the war, the military needed a way to communicate without letting the enemy know what they were up to. So the government asked a group of 29 Navajo men to develop a secret code based on their language. The Navajo didn't have any words for military stuff, so they made up new words for those things. Submarine became Beshlo, or iron fish in Navajo. Fighter plane was Dahi-Tihi, or hummingbird. Battleship was Lotso, the Navajo word for whale. They made up a dictionary of hundreds of words, memorized them, and used the words to make up a complicated code.
We tried it out in front of them. They said, gee, this is good, fast, and it looks like foolproof.
So hundreds of Navajo soldiers went to work with the Marines, using the code to send messages and military orders back and forth by telephone and radio. The Japanese were really good code breakers, but they were completely stumped by the awesome code the Navajo had come up with. For 3 years, the code talkers helped America win one battle after another. In one of the biggest, for an island called Iwo Jima, 6 code talkers worked 2 days straight without sleeping, sending and receiving more than 800 messages without a single mistake. The Japanese never cracked the code.
They were confused. On Iwo Jima, they were just confused.
After Japan surrendered and the war ended, the Navajo soldiers were sworn to secrecy, in case their code was ever needed again. No one knew they were heroes until 24 years later, when the government finally let them tell their story. On August 14, 1982, President Ronald Reagan declared a National Navajo Code Talkers Day. In 2001, President George Bush awarded the original 29 code talkers the Congressional Gold Medal, one of the highest civilian honors. And the code talkers' special place in history was no longer top secret.
You are the greatest because you finished another topic. Awesome work.